So this passive lead just building up for Hanwha. Again, like we said, Beyond were great at the early game, and this is going to be a bit of a struggle for them right now. As we do see the Xenoblade comes in, they're going to get the Flay down. Kino will not get caught out, but he gets the exhaust down straight away. They're going to have Willer onto the tower, who is already flashed, and Doggo will pick up his kills. They trade 1 for 1. Not ideal for Hanwha, but you'll take it for Beyond.
Not at all. Hanwha are trying to go right. As you said, the one lane that's kind of going okay for Beyond.
Don't know if we want to go for that, but now Chovy going to be finding himself in a 1v3. They're going to get the slowdown. He has no flash. He opted for the ghost, which has already been popped off. They flash in on top of him. He gets the riposte down. They're going to be able to get him out because they're just too afraid to fully engage on top of him. And he's going to be able to find himself at the blue buff, but PK and Husha are in hot pursuit. They need one last auto attack. I think Chovy's just going to wait for the execute, and that should be enough to get him out. No, never mind. Liang picks himself up a kill, so not quite getting the timing. Still good moves from Beyond.
Yeah, the thing is, though, you end up committing the play from PK towards the mid lane, which means Morgan gets the shove, and you actually end up losing the decent chunk of that wave before Husha goes and collects it. So Liang kind of losing it, or sorry, PK losing it.
Oh, Deft though gets caught out by a hook. They're going to use the Moonlight Vigil. Willer is here. He doesn't know if he wants to go underneath the tower just yet. He takes the turret shot. He can't fully commit because the wave is not quite there. Now it is, and now he's going to look for something to go. As Doggo just going to try and use these chakrams to keep himself alive, keep himself pushing, but there's enough burst damage down. Deft tanking up the turret perfectly. Vsta going to be able to pick up a second, and they answer back in the bot side.
Yeah, Kino unfortunately not quite able to save it. Vsta though, he's going to fall down.
Yeah, he's dead. It's Kino, though, who picked up the kill. So Liang would have absolutely adored 117 CS versus 80 at 90. As we can see now, Husha might be in a little bit of trouble. Just get himself away, but the Vanguard's edge is enough to keep him a little bit slowed up. They will jump on top of him. The Javelin toss not quite going to land. And now Morgan going in 1v2. He hasn't quite got his jungler with him just yet. He almost goes ticking down. One more tick of the Ignite. Not quite going to be able to get him. The riposte slows down PK, who's just trying to keep Chovy at bay. Liang is here. It's a 3v2. I don't think they want to fully commit to a lot of damage, and this is the Doggo that we're talking about. This Aphelios pick can wreak havoc, but a TP's coming in off the back side of this. They're going to try and jump onto Husha, but oh, that was so smart! That was so smart! Oh my god, I love that play. Using it to knock Morgan over the top, but they're not quite out of dodge yet. They need to get himself out there. He's going to use the Vanguard's edge down on top of him, but they're going to be able to commit to this one. There's the Dragon's Rage kick. He lands Sonic Wave as well. There's a TP coming in from PK as well. They're going to fully commit onto Morgan. Morgan's trying to dash. He's trying to flash. He's trying to get on top of him. He'll trade 1 for 1. PK now getting a grand challenge on top of him. The Tryndamere is still here, still has the Undying Rage. Chovy slowed down, gets his resistance dropped a little bit. It's going to be a 3v2 in a moment. You have got the Undying Rage pop, and now that cooldown is gone. They're going to keep chasing on top of him. They don't need to go for PK just yet. They're going to force the flash out of the Tryndamere as we go back up towards that top side, and they will take down PK. While that's been happening, though, mid lane's been taken by Beyond.
And that's the problem, is that you've overcommitted all those resources.
Didn't really lane against each other. There's a 2-man stun. Immediately Kino has to use the MACAU's Blessing. PK, though, going to keep himself alive with the W, and now Liang are going to come in. They've used a lot of their ultimates here. We're going to see Willer getting caught on. He's forced to go golden immediately. There's a hook, but not quite going to land. Chovy now acting as a front line. They land the Sonic Wave. They go in. Deft is going to flash away. He does not want to get caught out by this leads in. Willer now in a little bit of trouble. They're going to jump on the Liang, who's forced to use the Undying Rage. This is good from Hanwha. They're getting a lot out of the side of Beyond as they go in. There's the exhaust going down to try and keep Doggo alive. They're going to try and just jump all on top of a Moonlight Vigil. Completely whipped. PK gets one down. That's 1 for Doggo, but they trade it back 1 for 1. It's a hell of an extended fight. There's so many low health bars. There's 1 more for Doggo, but they again trade it back. It's a 3 for 2 in favor of Hanwha. They're still going. The hook will go wide. They still have the Flay. They will be able to use it. Deft. Deft. Oh no, he's able to get the heal down, but he was all a bait. Gets the kill down. 4 for 2.
An unfortunate ride on the Ruse Cruise there coming through for be a test for Hanwha, because one of the things that we've seen from them is that they actually do struggle to play these 1-3-1 sort of compositions, particularly in the mid game, right? And you see just a little bit of it there. 2 people showing the, oh, hang on.
Oh, Doggo might be in a little bit of trouble, does not have flash, and that means he's going to go down. You cannot be standing right beside each other. Kino is almost dead. There it is. Double kill given over to Deft, and that's going to mean they have full control of this mid lane. They're going to have full control around Baron.
Never mind, full collapse coming in for Hanwha, and they're just able to take the mid lane turret, and now they can fall back towards this Baron. You've only got 3 members of Beyond gaming up. It would take a miracle for them to stop this, or for Husha to make the steal.
Yeah, Vsta just trying to play keep away right now. They don't know exactly. They have no idea about the vision.
Husha Tries to move in. He got the miracle steal yesterday to get beyond Gaming 2 here. Can he do it again against Hanwha?
He's going to have to. 4,000 HP. They don't know what the HP of this Baron is right now. He's going to jump back out. Morgan said, no, I'm going to make sure you keep away. They're going to go in with a Dragon's Rage kick, but he is dead. No steal for you. PK goes golden. The Baron hasn't been stopped just yet. It will fully reset, and I think that's objective confirmed. You did it.
Yeah, I mean, stopping that Baron is actually pretty crucial here, especially when you look at how far ahead Chovy is compared to the rest of the map. Leon.
Down, they now know it's going down. It's not an exceptionally quick Baron, must be said, but there is very little vision right now. Kino, you're in a lot of trouble if you get caught out here. Chovy's on the flank. They're going to go for Vsta being caught off. They're going to try and just commit on the Doggo straight away. He flashes away. Going to try and put down the damage, but the bullet time from Deft absolutely shreds these health bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hanwha Life will decimate Beyond in this fight, and there's nothing they can do about it. Beyond going to have Liang as the last remaining player, and they're going to look to end the game.
Yeah, and Hanwha just collapsing so well there, managing to pick up Beyond as they're trying to contest the Baron, but it will now be Hanwha closing out game number 1.
Game 1 in 29 minutes. Hanwha take their first all-important step towards getting themselves to the group stage. It looked like they may have had opportunities for being
well, trying to show, hey, look, PCS as a region has come such a long way. Now having a second team that is trying to take on the LCK and push themselves in towards groups.
Well, here we are. Hanwha Life Esports versus Beyond Gaming. Winner goes to groups.
Wrong, and Zonya's is coming through. I'm just like, oh god. But either way.
Speaking of oh god, Doggo gets exhausted, gets flashed in on top of him. He's going to be using his heal. But Vsta, I don't think you can take this fight. The Ignite goes down. They're going to try and get this one back. Burst blood to Doggo. And now Kino going to try and get a little bit more off of that. He's forced to flash away. Oh, it's a disaster for Hanwha.
Look, Worlds is just not working out. Goes in.
Combinations. We do have Willer now pushing in this bot side. You do not have heal for Doggo, but you do have flash. So Doggo trying to see if he can get this one going back in his favor. Double up will not hit onto him, but that's a massive wave, and Willer is just hiding around the corner. Kino, you're gonna have to try and play defense. They're gonna get the knockback, the flash away, nicely done. Vsta takes the aggro, and they're gonna try and reset it again. They're still going on top of this. There's some good shields of Daybreak coming out. There is the TP coming in. Doggo will fall. That's gonna go down to Deft. Willer will get him.
You give up the play on bot side.
Oh, I think PK is gonna die here. He's gonna level up though, so he gets a little bit of extra health, but these auto attacks, one more Q, even if he needed it. No, Morgan gets the solo kill up in the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, easy as you like. That's exactly the way the matchup goes, but now you're kind of losing it across the board, right? Beyond Liang TP bot trying to say
up top side, but he has no flash, he has no ultimate, and he will not have a hope or a prayer if he gets caught out. Now he sees Willer and he's going to immediately try back up, but the ward jump is good. Flash into the Lee Sin kick, all you absolutely want. There's a nice shifting sand, but oh, follow him over the wall, but back over you go. Knock him all the way back. Flash for flash, flash again. Chovy now finally getting caught on top of him, but there's two members of Hanwha Life coming into the top side. He's separating them out though, and they're able to go in with the Heartbreaker. Husha picks up the kill, and that's the kind of response we want to see from Beyond.
How many walls are these people going to get over?
They are slowly finding themselves in at least responses.
Yeah, but hang on.
Morgan not really taking a lot of damage here from the slicing motion. We get stunned up one more time and stunned again, so he's still waiting on his E to come back up, and that's a shutdown. Husha now 2-0-0. This Viego starting to stack a little.
Yeah, at least they're getting these kills on towards the more late game oriented champions, right? You've got Husha, who's been set up for success here, has the retire potential of Viego and Vayne, because they got a lot of work to do.
They have a hell of a lot of work to do. PK though getting stunned up, getting kicked down. He gets executed. The tower will fall, and that goes over to Husha. Willer is now 1-0-2. You got to be careful though, Willer. You're not quite got your Jarvan with you at the moment, but with the possibility of the rest of Hanwha Life coming, you can see Husha is more so than just straight up 5v5s. That's a 60 CS lead in the mid lane between Liang and Chovy, so, and the two turret plates as well, so it is just getting very, very obnoxious, you can tell. Yes, here we go. There's the bullet time into the Curse of the Sad Mummy. They're going to try and catch out Doggo. He does not quite get caught though, because Kino gets himself in front of the bandage touch. Now they can maybe turn this one around. They're going to TP down on top of this, but it's been answered immediately. And Liang, you have no health bar, you have no economy, and you're going to fall. 2 kills going over to Willer.
I mean, he's only got the phage, he had half a health bar, and that's not going to...
That's the second time now we've seen the Liang just with these very, very late TPs. Xenoblade does not land. He's going to flash in. They're going to get the flash and the cleanse out of Deft. He slowed down just a little bit. There's the Kadem against the wall for Vsta. The TP is going to be committed. That's going to be the Jarvan and the Cannon coming on top of this. Vsta adding a little bit more time to this play. Cataclysm goes down. There's no flash for Doggo, so they're going to try and fully invest into that. Slicey melts him on the 3 though, and they're turning this one a little bit around. Hanwha Life cannot play with these helpers, but here comes Chovy, smacking Liang all the way back to the bank and getting himself a little bit more kills. Hanwha Life not quite done with this one yet. Now PK and Doggo left between a Chovy and a hard place. Chovy on this Azir has so much distance between him and the carries. He's going to be able to force them back off the turret. He doesn't want to overcommit. Never mind, he does. Shifting Sand. They get the stun down, but he gets the kill, and that is all that matters. There is the Make It Rain coming down with the bullet time. Hanwha Life Esports smash Beyond in that bot lane dive.
And they're able to chase them down so easy.
Down though, should be able to just have it before this dragon spawns. And yeah, like you said, it's just so difficult right now. Deft is huge. Chovy is huge. Willer is massive. Like, everyone's gotten the kills, and it's all evenly spread out.
And look how terrified Beyond are. They're committing everything to this bot lane because they want to try and support Doggo, but you got Hanwha who are here. Meanwhile, Morgan's pushing top, could even just fall back over towards the Rift Tower to pick that up for himself.
Should be able to get this turret down very low. There's the curse of the sand. Bullet time all the way to the bank. They're going to commit there with the charge, but Doggo was tanking up the tower, so he has to back away, and it's just all falling apart. Hanwha Life are going to have their pick of the litter. Willer will take down the cleanse, and that is just going to be so easy for the side of Hanwha Life. They don't need to go overforce things. They don't need to kind of panic. They know they are just stronger.
And they're winning both solo lanes, right? Morgan not involved in that. Chovy not involved in that. That was a 3v4 the Hanwha just won, and it's 16 minutes. Oh, Penguin, it's going wrong.
They're going for it, but these are the two Fed members, so Husha trying to see if he can do something here, but you're stunned up because of the bandage dodge, and Doggo is going to be chased down. He's flashing away, and while that's happening, Chovy playing PvE saying, I'll take the mid lane turret, no bother. Chovy's overextend. They have the range advantage. They have, at the moment, the gold advantage. They're going to try and see if they can take out Chovy as they're just kind of hovering around this fog of war. They will land the stun. They're going to fully commit onto him and take him down. Shut down, importantly, goes to Doggo. It's those kind of moments you need, but while this is happening, you're still losing the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, how unfortunate they are coming through for Chovy, but it's not the end of the world, right? You've got the push, not going to be able to take a turret. You're trading up when it comes towards the objectives, and a kill right now for Beyond is not a big deal.
I mean, Morgan might have overextended a little bit. You will have the charge coming in as well, so they're going to try and get him away from the side of the Kled as it goes a little bit too far forward, but now Morgan very much overextended. He has got Willer with him. They are going to maybe look for this kind of turnaround. PK gets caught out, gets kicked into the Kled, and the Cataclysm. It's a beautiful bait. Willer and Morgan, perfect synergy, absolutely capitalizing.
Hanwha playing on that HD, and you're still looking at Beyond Gaming. The 480p is just not working out for them here as Hanwha, they're taking over. Morgan's gone back towards top to push it in, and now the rest of Hanwha will group up mid. You've got that Rift Tower we were talking about knocking on towards the tier 2, as Chovy is calmly continuing his nice little PvE as he just farms himself up towards those late game items.
I mean, he's getting a depth cap next. See, that is literally his next item. He doesn't need any special effects. He doesn't need any difference of, you know, as I say, I'm going to stop myself straight away. We're going to see Kino go in, but nobody's there to kind of go in with you. You cannot just go in 1v4 and expect to live. They can just keep throwing out abilities. Hanwha Life are just decimating right now. There's the Curse of the Sap Mummy going in as Deft picks up a kill onto the Kennen. The Kennen now 1 and 6. There's the bullet time on the Husha to try and take him out. But Hanwha Life, this is 4v4, 4v5, and they're still absolutely crushing it.
They have just cracked open the first inhibitor of the game. You've got Morgan who's shoved in top. You're already Chovy if you just want to dip down to bot has now controlled that lane as well. Beyond these traps.
I mean, it's a... Oh, TP coming in. Maybe they try and jump onto Chovy again. He does have Flash and Emperor's Divide. They're going to double TP onto this. They want to try and make something happen. This is it. This is your desperation play. TP going to be responded here by Morgan as he tries to jump in with his team. Chovy now finds himself with the Emperor's Divide. He flashes away and gets the shifting sand. But they found Doggo. He's trying to keep himself alive. He's trying to kite. But 3 people are on your face, and there's nothing you can do. They now have 2 quick kills, and now it's all on the Husha. He needs to be the guy to change this fight around. He needs to be the guy to get these kills down, but you just cannot. Willer has stepped up. Willer gets himself a triple. Willer is looking for the quadra, and maybe Morgan, you ruined it. You ruined it all. They'll be able to finish off these kills and end the game, but Morgan, for shame.
I mean, he came from WE. the Star Guardians of the LPL with their power of friendship.
It would have been a penta.
It would have been the penta.
God damn. Just yet. So
That's confidence.
This is confidence, or is it foolishness? Because there's a big
line.
difference. There's a thin line as Morgan now finds himself on the side of this one here. They're actually just taking the Baron down to 4,000 HP, 2,000, 1,000 gone, done, dusted. It's a done deal. Now we got the big purple worm buff on the side of everyone. Doggo's auto-attacking a ward right now, so he's not really putting down any DPS. Willer finds Husha. It's a battle of the junglers, but the rest of Hanwha Life is here. We're going to see the Heartbreaker over the wall to keep Husha safe. Flash forward, doesn't hit onto anything. Morgan looking for the Cataclysm. It's not on the Doggo, but there is the AoE, and they absolutely tear through Beyond. It's all down to Husha and Doggo, and I'm going to be real. He looks more like a Chihuahua than a Rottweiler.
Yeah, he's kind of shaking when he barks here. Mostly from fear as Doggo.
Yep, you should be in fear, but he flashes over, but they get the flash, they'll move backwards. Willer trying to go 1v2, and honestly, I think he could do it. He's feeling it, he's looking for it, he's going in, but he will fall. While that was all happening, the Nexus was being taken down. And that's Hanwha Life getting themselves to within one game of putting themselves into the group stage.
As well, trying to show, hey, look, PCS as a region has come such a long way. Now having a second team that is trying to take on the LCK and push themselves in towards groups.
Well, here we are, Hanwha Life Esports versus Beyond Gaming. Winner goes to groups.
It's the fact that Doggo should be able to reset first, but Deft actually gets a really nice reset timing as well, so he's back in the lane to contest it. So unfortunately, Beyond not being able to play towards these objectives, but Beyond?
Liang going in against Morgan, but there is a jungler here, and there's no jungler for you, so it's going to be a 2v1. Going to have the riposte, but first blood going over to Willer.
Willer in a really good spot there, and again, reading the map right, knowing that Rift Herald's just up, so trying to see if they can make that play top to get this first objective for the
number of Husha. Husha rightfully places a ward. By your wards, ladies and gentlemen, as we now see an engagement on the spot side. It's going to be Kino taking a lot of damage. He's ignited down as well. There's a lot of true damage coming out. We're going to see a great explosive cast on the Doggo, who's exhausted immediately. You do have Willer off to the side, but they're not quite able to land anything just yet. Good trades here for Hanwha Life, and they got Chovy roaming.
Yeah, Kino's super low, and not having that ultimate means they're going to have to back away from this turret completely. So, nice play from Hanwha. They don't get the kills, but they get exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they get the pressure. They got themselves pushing
TP
to go off. TP coming in, though. That's PK. You're only joining the fight now. He's going to see the Ornhorn coming in, but Kino trying to keep himself alive as long as possible. Bounce House goes down onto Willer. Deft is underneath the tower. That's a good bullet time coming across the side of Hanwha. They are not able to help out Willer just yet. We're going to see the jump over, but Willer is just stronger. Has the Gore Drinker of a passive and active, keeping himself sustained, and now Doggo and PK trying to see if they can just keep this wave away, keep this turret on their side, because they know that Hanwha are hungry.
I mean, they're still trying to go for this. Morgan's doing a great thing through a lot of the health bars, and you make it really difficult for people like Deft to try and position, but Shockwave goes wide.
Does go wide, but the rest of Hanwha Life are here. PK looks like he's just going to give up his life to save his jungler and say, look, I'm overextended. We got bot lane turret. Kill for a turret. It still feels in favor of Beyond, but with the Rift Herald going down now towards this top side, it's going to be very difficult to make that stick as we now get the Vanguard's edge going in. Morgan has to back away, though, because he was tanking the turret aggro. We're going to see a nice little flash away, but there's not really a lot you can do. Husha is here on top of Morgan, but I don't know if you want to take this fight right now. He goes straight into the invisibility. He's trying to turn this one around with the Gore Drinker. He flashes away. He's got the rake down. It's all these burning of summoners, and it ends up being a 2-for-0 in favor of Hail Mary, and hope to God there's a receiver down the end of the field.
Yeah, and look, you can kind of see it now, right? Husha and Doggo moving up here. You don't usually want to commit your AD carry alongside your mid laner, but in this scenario, they're just desperate for something. Ward spot them out, though.
They gotta go. Morgan does not have flash, does have the Vanguard's edge, though, and the flawless duet should he want it. There's going to be the bullet time used to just try and keep him away, but a lot of CC makes it a bounce house. But look at the health he gets back with that Gore Drinker. They finally get the shutdown, but while this is happening, Liang, he's left to defend by himself. There's Shelly pushing the bot side. Your base is falling apart.
I mean, that was the desperation. That's the Hail Mary, and unfortunately, it's a fumble, and it's an interception too. Beyond now, starting to move in towards this bot story here, right? Not quite at the 2,000 mark, but still very impressive when it comes towards that goal per minute. And Beyond Gaming just haven't been able to keep up. The lanes are in Hanwha's favor, the map state's going in their favor, and now they're trying to collapse onto boss.
They gotta go. They gotta try and take down Morgan, but I don't think they're gonna get the knock-up. They do not, and you can see with the Vanguard's end, he's pushing all around the field. He's gonna get the W down, but not quite able to keep
in the last game that they're more than happy to do this on Vision, but now they're just trying to bait Vsta sitting in the bush.
They're sitting in the bush. Vsta gonna jump in, flash belly bot there. It's a good ultimate though. The bullet time keeps everyone away from Husha. Husha, excuse me, is now Vsta trying to catch on to PK. He's going to slow him down though with the distance. Liang is here. Now we got the Horn and the TP coming in. It's going to be Morgan on the backside of this. It's a two-man knockup. Vsta in a little bit of trouble, but Liang just doesn't really have the damage to take him down. He flashes back in on top of him, but he will fall for his greed. And beyond, they trade one back, and that's going to be their split push. Fiora not available to this. Luckily for them, that's not the person that needed for this fight. But again, Hanwha Life back onto the Baron.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got so much damage here with Deft, Kraken Slayer, having that passive. Willer is going to be working alongside us. Morgan and Chovy just use this time to zone off beyond gaming. Husha has been spotted.
He has been spotted. He knows what the health of the Baron is right now, though. 6,000 HP. He's going to have to make a bit of a guess. You can see Chovy and Vsta roaming in as the bodyguards. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. They're going to get the shockwave, and it catches him in the animation. He goes down. The Baron is secured.
In and make the most of it.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on now as the rest of Hanwha now funnel themselves towards bot and mid. They've got two waves pushing. Liang is nowhere to be seen. Kino gets hit by the Sonic Wave, but that turret in the mid lane is pretty much done. Beyond, this is your moment. This is where you have to make your last chance, your last stand. You cannot just let this one go to 1,000 cuts. You have to try and be defiant, but I don't think they're waiting for the perfect engage. Yeah, I was going to say Liang is not there, and they're losing their entire base.
I mean, you've got nothing here. Hanwha, they're perfectly fine to just keep pushing. These minions are streaming in beyond now with the TP.
TP going to be coming in. It's going to be on the backside of this fight. They're going to go way deep, all the way down towards the blue buff. As now, 5v5. Here we go. Beyond. Going to start it off. There's the Horn. They're going to knock up Kino to stop the engage on the Chovy. Chovy's running away as fast as he possibly can. They've all the time. Well, he'll absolutely squat. And now you're going to try and take this one going. Deft gets himself over the wall with the killer instinct. And that's it. You've used everything. You've nothing left in the tank. And Hanwha Life will very, very easily take you to the cleaners. Back to the Shadow Realm. Back down. Hanwha Life will take absolutely everything from beyond. And Hanwha Life in a 3-0 will join the rest of the LCK in the group stages.
LCK fans rejoice as one more representative will move on to that group stage. Hanwha, a clean 3-0 today.
And Deft getting his first best of 5 win in